opinion.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Slim.
And I'm Kim.
It looks like you lost another one.
Welcome. What time
Today
is
is
it?
April 2nd,
April 2nd.
12:13 a.m.
We're in the morning time.
We haven't really done like a real show in a while. We've been kind of stuck playing Nintendo and Super Nintendo. And there hasn't really been a whole lot to talk about.
Well, there's been a lot to talk about. We just haven't talked about it.
The
We talked about it to ourselves,
Yeah.
but we haven't really talked about much of anything.
The All-Star Touch Football League starts back next Sunday, April 11th. So we'll do a show about that before the season starts. But we wanted to start today with the Derek Chauvin trial for the murder of George Floyd. How do you feel the trial's going so far?
All right. I've been watching it from day one, so I've had I would say like different emotions like during different times and shit.
Now it just started. This is what, day 4?
Yeah.
Started Monday, so
Yeah,
tomorrow's
Monday.
Day 5.
So tomorrow will be day 5. Yeah. All right. So I felt.
Now the thing about it that I don't like is because before they started, they started with they're going to charge. All 4 of them are going to be charged together.
I got to get this guy first.
No, but they weren't going to. They were going to charge them all together at the same
You can't
time.
charge them all together because they're not all. They all didn't do the same thing. They're all individuals, and they all actually don't deserve to be prosecuted.
They agreed to do it all together. Originally, the judge said, yes, we're holding one trial for all 4 of them at the same time. Instead of making these people relive this 4 separate times, we're doing it one time for all of them. But when you look on it, it just says the trial of Derek Chauvin. It doesn't say anything about the other officers.
Because they haven't actually
it's like a lot of these people are suffering
charged the rest. I'm not sure if they actually charged the rest of the officers.
I think they did.
I think Derek Chauvin was the only one that actually got charged.
No, I think they all did. But the other 3 aren't charged with murder.
No, they all got fired. Look it up. I don't think so. I don't think they all have gotten
because the judge is like a lot of
charged.
People, a lot of the witnesses and stuff are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
All the witnesses are fucking anybody that was involved in that. That's what I've noticed. Like that's what I've noticed.
They're charged with aiding and abetting murder. The 4th, who placed his knee on Floyd's neck for over 8 minutes, now faces a second-degree murder charge.
But you got to get the guy for murder first before you can get somebody for aiding and abetting murder.
True. Yeah, because he's like, we're not going to make everybody relive this 4 times to charge everybody.
He could probably charge the 3 officers together, but not. Derek Chauvin is the one that needs to be
it says they
charged separately.
The 3 of them, they were all arrested, and
hold on, go back to that picture.
$1 million bail.
I think that
we'll put this up.
I think that he needs to be charged as well.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was gonna be Tao.
No.
So that's Thomas.
No, he's a cocksucker. Tao.
Thomas Lane.
Yeah, Thomas Lane was the guy that had his knee in his back, I believe.
I'm gonna put the picture up here so you guys can see what we're talking about.
I believe that's the one that had his knee in his back. It's 2 of them. Yeah. It was Derek Chauvin with his knee on his neck, and then I think Thomas
Lane.
Hemp. I think he was the one with his knee in his back.
Tao was the one that was blocking the crowd.
Wait, one of these guys.
This guy's a rookie. One of them's a rookie. They did say he was a rookie. All right, so just to say behind it, this is Tao. He's the guy that was standing there.
He was controlling the crowd.
And both of these guys had their knees on. One had it on his back. One had it on his knees.
If that's the rookie, if that's the guy that was by the feet.
Well, look at him. He's definitely a rookie compared to this guy.
Yeah. If that's he got off of him.
Yeah.
He got off of him and was trying to. He suggested twice.
The rookie did, right?
The rookie did.
Yeah.
Let's turn him on his side. And they just ignored him. And then the guy that's on his back, Lane, I guess.
Yeah.
He got spooked out once. He got spooked and got off of him once the paramedics got there.
Okay.
But
he was already dead by that time.
This guy wouldn't get off of him. He still wouldn't get off of him.
Yeah, it says the 3 former officers, Tao, Tao, Thomas Lane, and J. Alexander Kuang were charged with aiding and abetting murder. The murder charge against the fourth, Derek Chauvin, we already know his charges.
Mm-hmm.
But it said that the other three, Kuang, Tao, and Lane, were all in custody. This is back then, and $1 million bail was set for them. So they all were arrested. All four of the men face a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison.
Wow.
But
you gotta get Chauvin first, though. You can't.
I feel like they're gonna put it all on him, and the other three are gonna walk. That's my
no. If they get him, here, go. Let me see that picture.
Which he should take most.
Oh wait, don't play nothing. But
no, I'm not. You just click.
Hold on. Can you remove that part right there? Because I want to see who that one is. Oh no, the bald-headed guy, the black guy, light-skinned black guy's in the middle. He's on his back. He's on his back the whole time.
Yeah, the rookie. I remember him.
It was the other guy. So that guy doesn't deserve to be.
There you go.
These two need to be charged.
Okay, so let's put this up so people can see what we're talking about. So this is I'll put the picture up for you guys to see.
Can you do it?
Yeah, it's loading.
From what I've seen, plus, like you said, all these guys got post-traumatic stress.
Yes, I mean
all of them,
kids and stuff.
All right, let's see.
Right here, this one
I'm gonna dip down. Okay.
This one I'm circling is Tao. He never touched him.
Tao never touches him. That's Derek
Chauvin.
This
is Alexander Coyne, the rookie, and this is Thomas Lane.
Yes, Thomas Lane. This guy right here is the one that suggests
got off him.
Get off of him. So let me see. This guy right here on the end is the guy that was like, "Yo, let's roll him over." He suggested it twice, 2 to 3 times. He suggested it. I don't think he should be charged with anything. He's the one that actually got in the car and actually started giving him chest compressions.
Because there's a difference. Like Derek Chauvin has his knee on the back of his neck. This guy's got his knee on his back. This guy's got his knee on his knees.
Pushing his feet down.
Yeah.
He was just basically pushing his feet down.
He has the least pressure.
But he's the one that was like, "Yo, let's roll him over. Let's roll him over on the side," and they just ignored him.
Well, because that technically we heard that cop earlier say that that's what they were supposed to do.
Yes,
you're supposed
to. Yes, that testified by the sergeant. His testimony was probably the most damaging besides the paramedics.
Yeah, because he said that Chauvin never reported.
He never reported it. That he never reported the fact that he had his knee on his neck.
Force,
He never reported the use of force. This guy had to call him because a dispatcher called them, his sergeant.
Said, I think there's something going on.
Something's going on because she saw from their shit, seeing that all 4 of them were on the
cameras
on top of this guy, and then all 3 of them were on top of him, and then also said that she thought that her screen had frozen.
Wow.
That's crazy. Now, all the other fucking witnesses, the firefighter chick was a good witness. I don't know why George Floyd's girlfriend,
both the EMTs.
Both EMTs were great.
Yeah.
I don't
George Floyd's
the old man. The old man was more for the defense because he was like, he was resisting. I told him to stop. He was going for his mama, and I feel like I don't have a mama either. Okay. And he starts crying, like, okay, man, shut the fuck up and get off the stage.
We'll break it down for whoever didn't watch it. So the prosecution is arguing that use of forces would kill George Floyd. The defense is arguing that George Floyd overdosed, and use of force was never in question. Like he never.
No, they're not saying that they didn't use the use of force, but they're trying to say that the use of force wasn't what caused his death.
We saw him in the ambulance. We saw pictures of him in the ambulance at the trial, and you saw the bruises on his cheek from
on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. That's how he bruised his shoulder so bad because they were on top of him.
Now, do you feel that the other 3 should be charged the same thing?
No,
all 3 should be charged the same.
No. I think the guy in the middle should get the same. Should get the Derek Chauvin treatment. The bald-headed guy.
Okay.
Yes.
So the rookie.
The rookie should get the Derek Chauvin treatment.
Okay.
Chow should get aiding and abetting a murder, and that guy should not be charged with anything.
Now the thing is, why didn't any of them help? Or like say, hey man, you know what? He's turning gray. Why don't you let up a little? You think it was all like a power struggle thing? I
think that once the crowd started talking to Chow and Chauvin,
calling him
it was more about I can do what I want and I'm not gonna move and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's kind of like,
and that's what he wanted them to feel. Because that's all the witnesses that were there on scene, from a 9-year-old girl to the fucking fire chick,
16-year-old kids,
like, the 18-year-old, the 16-year-old, the 17-year-old. All the witnesses said that they felt helpless, and that's exactly what Derek Chauvin wanted them to feel.
Yeah.
He wanted them to feel helpless, like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not getting. You know what?
You think he said like?
No, I don't think he said I'm going to kill him. I think he was just
it's like a power thing, like I'm God. And I'm not going to listen to you.
I'm not listening to you.
I have a badge, and you're a civilian, and you're a nobody. And
don't tell me how to do my job.
Yeah.
And he killed him. And he knew he was killing him because he knew he was killing him, because you cannot tell me that he didn't know he was killing him.
Now,
because the crowd is telling him
when you're kneeling
that
on
you're
somebody,
killing him. George Floyd is screaming, "You're killing me."
When you're kneeling on somebody like this and they're going like this, I can't breathe. For what they say 16 times, he said, I can't breathe.
Yes.
And all of a sudden he stops moving and stops screaming.
And then you kneel on his neck for another 5 minutes or some shit like that.
The crowd started calling him, you fucking bitch, you're not gonna
help. He was called multiple bitches. The girl called him a bitch. The black dude, the UFC fighter, was called him a bitch. Multiple people called him a bitch because they're looking at him and they're watching him kill somebody. But yet his ego is
he's too stubborn and too
prideful to admit that he's wrong and to help this guy.
And the problem is, like, that happens a lot with police officers. Yeah. They think that they are God. They're God and we're nobody. I'm not. My kid's father, when he first became a cop, he thought he was too. As soon as he got a gun and a badge, everyone was a civilian, and cops were up here and regular people were down here. I kind of feel like this Derek Chauvin felt the same way.
But okay, not just him, because
even this guy,
in the rest of these cocksuckers could have fucking intervened.
Yes, but
they're all in the same. Maybe not the same rank, but they all could have been like, "Yo, bro." Only dude was the guy.
Didn't you say Thomas Lane?
Not the bald-headed guy. The guy that was on Floyd's feet.
The older guy
was the only one that said, let's roll him on his side.
And they ignored him.
He said it multiple times.
So you feel like he should get charged a lower crime?
I don't think he should be charged with a lower. I think he should be charged with a lower crime, but he should definitely
charged with murder.
Not murder. Maybe aiding and abetting in a manslaughter.
No.
Or aiding. I don't know what they even actually charge him with, but I wouldn't charge him as severely as the other three.
Now, what about Tao?
Tao never touched Floyd, but yet he still is a cop and he's seen what was going on and still did not intervene.
And the whole time, though, Tao's standing like this, and the crowd's like, he's not breathing. He's turning gray.
Yeah.
Check his pulse.
His nose is bleeding. His mouth is bleeding.
And never once did he turn around to look to see if they were right. He just stood there like this. Like, never once did he bother to look. And
threatening him with his mace. And like, get back, bitches. Get back.
They said that on somebody said it at the trial. I don't know if it was like just the commentators, but they're like, at no time did Derek Chauvin ever show remorse. That he felt bad for doing.
Look at him in the courtroom. He has not shown remorse. He doesn't look like somebody that's sorry for taking someone's life.
He thinks he's gonna get off.
I think he thinks he's gonna get off. I think he thinks he's gonna get off.
I can see him getting off.
I just can't see it. I can't see it.
Like I said, if the prosecution or the defense has a strong enough case and brings enough witnesses
thus far, the defense is losing. Bad, if you ask me.
Look,
bad.
We put a poll out there right now, and ask how many people think that Derek Chauvin murdered George Floyd. You're going to get a lot of people to say that he didn't.
No way.
George Floyd overdosed.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
You are.
No way.
People leave it in the comments if you think Derek Chauvin murdered George Floyd.
Of course he did. Of course
that's
he
what
did.
We saw.
Listen,
but you have people that are going off of the autopsy said no. The autopsy said no.
Listen,
he didn't kill him.
Listen, all right. If George Floyd, if the cops never interact with George Floyd at all, is George Floyd still alive?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So that means that did he die in handcuffs? Was he alive? Was he alive before they put him in handcuffs?
He died by the hands of police, the people who are supposed to protect and serve us.
Okay.
But the
did he die in handcuffs?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's what they're going to argue.
Did the paramedics say that when they got there he was dead? When he got there he was dead. Yes. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what they're trying to like. You heard him earlier. They're trying to like. Did he have anything around his mouth? And the EMT's like, yeah, a little blood. They wanted him to say he had foam.
Foam. Yeah. Trying to say that he OD'd.
Yes.
But he didn't OD
because we know there was 2 autopsies. The first autopsy that they had the police medical examiner do, it said that he died. He overdosed. He did not die from asphyxiation. Then choking. Who was it? Ben Crump. Ben Crump had another one done that said that he did die from asphyxiation.
Okay, but listen, you got too many people saying the same thing.
Yeah,
the same
but
thing.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there that think that, and not for nothing, but it's a lot of the racist white people that think, oh my God, all this is nonsense. Look at these people acting a fool for no reason. That guy did not murder him. I'm telling you, we could put a poll out, and there's a lot of people. I'll put it up on Facebook. There's a lot of people that think that he died from overdose. And
you don't overdose. You don't an overdose.
Look,
you start convulsing.
They're like, look at this.
You ever seen? Let me ask you this: have you ever seen anybody overdose?
No, not in person.
You never seen anybody overdose?
Not in person. No.
In person, okay.
No.
I have. I've seen somebody overdose in person. There's a lot. Did George Floyd out of any of that? Did George Floyd throw up?
No.
Okay.
Well, usually they
You throw up when you're overdosing. You're throwing up, foaming out the mouth. Not spit from being choked. Not white stuff around your mouth from being choked. Look, I'm talking about throwing up. You start throwing up. You start fucking.
Throw up,
or you just go straight to sleep.
Yeah. But
straight to sleep.
Start seizing.
When you overdose, you start seizing and you go straight to sleep.
It depends on what you took and how much of it you took.
Overdosing from heroin or opioids, you go out past the
because
done.
They tried to say today, they're like, look at the picture of him in the car. His mouth was open. They're like, he has 2 milligrams of fentanyl in his mouth. Like, what?
2 milligrams of fentanyl
like
in his mouth.
On a piece of gum.
Yeah, that could be a piece of gum.
That man has 2 milligrams. Isn't that what he
You know
said?
what? It could have been a Percocet. That could have been and if it was that big and white in his mouth, either it was a 10 or a fucking 5.
Could have been eating the Tums, like,
come on, stop it.
Not many people chew Percocet.
I've never seen,
and I don't know if
I've never seen
like that.
Oh, a white piece of fentanyl that big.
Right, it's either powder,
yeah,
right,
or a little fucking pill,
right?
Yeah,
okay.
Not a big white glob in your mouth.
I've only ever seen powder, and I don't see him.
He probably had a Percocet in his mouth.
I can't see him like scooping up. But my thing is, okay, so even if you didn't know, George Floyd goes in the store, buys a pack of cigarettes. They give him the cigarettes. He goes out to the car. Talking to whoever's in there. The little boys come out like, "Hey, you just gave me a fake
Put that
20.
murderer back on the screen.
You just gave me a fake 20."
Yeah, I wouldn't have went back in there either, but I would have left. Why was he sticking around? That's what I don't understand.
Because they're like, everyone said that he probably didn't realize that he even gave them counterfeit money.
And that's what the kid said. The clerk. Yeah. The clerk said that.
I've been given counterfeit money from a store.
So have I. So
it definitely can happen. And the clerk's
so like, you call the cops over a fake 20?
Yeah, you would.
No, you wouldn't.
I mean, it depends. If the person's still there.
No, you wouldn't. You would just pass it off. You're going to go that's like Walmart chasing you out the store because you stole something.
Yeah.
You're going to go walk outside and confront somebody about fake money in the parking lot? No.
Kids, too. Kids at that. A grown man. Like
Stupid.
But that's the thing. Why did he just sit there? Maybe he didn't think they were going to call the cops. I don't know.
I wouldn't have thought.
Maybe he didn't believe. He's like, "What? You guys are crazy. That's not fake."
Yeah.
Because I know same thing, like you said, if you're given a fake bill, you just pass it off to somebody else.
Why would I get arrested for having fake money?
I've had a store give me fake money.
Well, like you're giving me, if I pass off a fake bill and you take it, it's yours now, motherfucker.
Yep.
There is no give back.
And it was the same thing. I think they knew it was fake and they were just trying to get rid of it, to give it off. So they gave me a 10, a 5, and a couple ones, and the 10 was fake.
Exactly. That's what you do.
And
that's how you pass off fake money.
Back later and bought something else with the same 10 and give it back to them.
Yeah. Like, why do you call the cops over a fake 20? It's not like it was $100 bill.
Said that they must get a lot of fake money there.
He said that he doesn't. They don't.
Okay, because they had a store policy, like if whoever took fake money had to pay for it out of their check.
And that's how it was when I worked in Philly. If you work the register and you take fake money, you gotta replace it.
It was like that bar too, yeah.
So okay. But I would just put it in the drawer, like, oh, okay.
I'll give it off to somebody.
And if they see that it's fake, fine.
I would have got rid of it.
But why go confront somebody over a $20 bill?
It's a kid confronting a grown man.
Over a $20 bill. And then you call the cops.
Yeah. He's still there. Get him. Get him. Like,
it's not like you're trying to fucking pass.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I get
that
why,
can happen to anybody.
I get why George
anybody
Floyd
can have. Yeah.
Because he's
just like
what are you talking about, kids? Like, get out of here. That's not fake. I'm not giving you my cigarettes.
And I'm not running. I'm not running. But for the cops to come up to me with their guns drawn, with their guns out, like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck do you want? No. I would have never left, and I would have never motherfucking gotten that car either, yo. No. Why are you arresting me over a fake 20?
I didn't know.
Over a fake 20? You didn't even ask me about it.
Right.
You just came up to me with your gun out.
Because the thing is,
get the fuck out.
After the whole the Derek Chauvin killed him, the knee on the neck thing, we didn't hear anything about this fake money until trial. Like I asked
and then they're trying to say there was drugs in the car.
Yeah, now all of a sudden they found drugs in the car.
What?
They found drugs in the car, and he had 2 milligrams of fentanyl in his mouth.
So allegedly.
Picture.
So what? Who cares? I don't give a fuck if he had a needle in his arm.
I mean,
I don't care if he had a needle in his arm. Okay.
Trump said it, like, his past is not on trial. Derek Chauvin is. It doesn't matter if he was a heroin addict, not a heroin addict.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Like,
doesn't matter, because it goes like this.
You saw it. I saw it.
If that cop does not put his knee on, if they don't bum rush him, okay. If he was ODing, when they had him in the back in their handcuffs, and why didn't he die on the ground? Why didn't he die when he was sitting on the wall? If he was ODing,
I might have thought that like they may have gotten off the OD thing if he didn't say 16 times, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. You're not going to say that if you're overdosing.
No, that was a panic attack because he didn't want to be arrested.
Now, the medical examiner who did the first autopsy.
Oh, that was the cover up.
Yeah.
That was the cover up.
Yes.
That was the cover up when they thought, before it became a national story.
Yes.
Now they were trying to cover it up, act like it was, oh no,
it's okay.
No.
He didn't kill him.
Yeah, he overdosed.
But
then that fucking video went viral, and then
that's the defense's whole story.
Then all of a sudden they're fired. They're fired. All the cops are fired, and now it takes a fucking riot, a worldwide riot before they even arrested him. Mm-hmm. I remember it was like
4 days
day four of the protest before they said that they were arresting him.
Yeah. Yep.
Day four.
Yeah. But that's what I said.
Then he got bailed out. So this pussy still goes home every night.
Yes. That's the defense's whole thing is overdose. And as I said, if there's somebody,
that's the only thing he has.
Yes, that's the only thing they have. Yes, is that first
and
original autopsy.
And it is the police union that's defending him.
And he had his girlfriend go on and say that he is a drug addict, and she noticed that he was using. They're all building up.
No, that was the state's witness.
Yeah, but it
worked. But hold up, this is what they were trying to do. And remember, I was like, yo, I don't know if you might have been asleep, but I was like, yo, he saved that shit. They're like, oh, so he OD'd right back in March, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Same
right?
thing happened. His stomach hurt.
See. His stomach hurt. Oh, and he possibly bought fake pills. That's what killed him, right?
Fentanyl, yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, it don't look good for fucking them. And then the fucking prosecutor was like, hold up. He came back in and was like, listen, So you took the same pills that George took before, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
To
but
his girlfriend?
Yeah. No, you guys took them at the same time, right?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. He's like, well, it didn't kill you guys then, did it?
Yeah.
She's like, no. He's like, and then you took them a different time, right?
Yeah.
It didn't kill. So those pills didn't kill you.
Yeah. But they killed him.
They killed him, right?
Yeah.
So he shut that shit down. Yo, I got to bravo. I hate cheering for the state, but I want this motherfucker in prison. That was a fucking brilliant fucking
flip.
Cross examine.
Yeah. He was actually working for the defense. Everything
she was
building up.
Yeah, but it felt like she was working for the fucking for the defense. Yes. But she really wasn't.
Because she's like both of the two people in the car, he was buying drugs from them. The girl was his drug dealer.
But she was running her beak thinking she was special. Earlier on, she told the FBI all this until it was time for her. Like she didn't realize. I guess she didn't realize everything that she was saying was going to come back to bite her ass in court. Like her snitching on all the people that she knew.
Yeah.
So
she's a drug dealer. He's a drug dealer.
Yep.
Yeah. He's buying drugs.
And then the defense seen all that and then just brought it up in court.
I didn't know what I'm saying? FBI was on
the FBI. That's what, like, you got an interview by the FBI and the prosecutor. They seen everything she said, and then they were like, he said it like, okay, so if you gotta sit here and say, what's her name? Courtney Ross. Yeah, Courtney Ross. And he was just basically like, yo, so those pills didn't kill you. So.
But they killed him, yeah.
But they're trying to say that they killed him, right?
They said he works out and all this stuff. Like
he was clearly, you can clearly see that he worked out and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see. I just don't see.
I could see it going either way. Either they're gonna hang this guy because there's there could be two reasons why they're televising it like this. They're either going to hang this guy out to dry, make an example.
Hang him out to dry?
No.
He is getting everything he asked for. You decided to kneel on a man's neck after the paramedics are there. He's not. You heard what his sergeant said. Once they got a guy under control and in handcuffs, and he's no longer resisting. Mm-hmm. Okay, George Floyd's telling you, "You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me." Him on his side. Okay, turn him on his side. Yeah. All right.
That's the technique they were taught. Yes.
There was no reason to kneel on his neck.
For 9
There's
minutes.
no way you can't say that this man, Derek Chauvin, whatever you want to call it, however you pronounce it, you cannot tell me that he wasn't the cause of death.
I know he was. He was. Okay. But I said it could go one of two ways. They're because at first they weren't going to televise this because they thought it was going to make another protest. Another protest. They had to. So they're televising it either because they're going to throw the book at this guy, make an example to try to calm down Minnesota.
It's not out of control right now.
They're protesting outside of the courthouse.
It will go. Yeah, listen, it will go out of control if this man gets freed.
Or two, they're televising it because they want all of Minnesota to see that this man did not kill him. As I said, if the defense can build a strong enough case to convince that jury,
no way,
that man is walking.
No way.
I can see it.
I can see
either way. I can.
I just can't see it, and I don't want to see the reaction of this country if they do allow this man to walk.
But that's why they're televising it, so they can see for the whole world can see all the evidence that they have that he was not killed by this guy.
But they haven't shown any evidence thus far.
The commentator said today, is Derek Chauvin actually going to go on a stand to testify for himself?
That would not be good.
But they said
that would not be good. That would not be good.
The commentator said it would be because they're like, he's the only one that can say how much force he put in the back of his neck. He's the only one that can say that.
So, all right. So if I'm like, all right, Kim, I just punch you, right? If I just punch you right now, bang, right? Hold up.
Let me kneel on your neck for 9 minutes and see if you turn gray.
No. If I punch you in your face, bang, and then I'm like, I didn't hit you that hard, and you're like, you knocked out my tooth. I'm like, I didn't hit you that hard. Then you're like, well, how hard did you hit me? Well, obviously I hit you hard enough to knock out your tooth.
Well, he hit him hard enough because he had bruises on his cheek and his shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. After the fact, you can't say. I think that's irrelevant of how hard he was kneeling on his neck.
I know,
We know how hard he was kneeling on his neck. Hard enough to kill him.
Right, but I'm saying that's what the commentators are saying. So, and then somebody said, there's a long way. There's a couple weeks left, 3 to 4 weeks left of this trial, and it said it's the prosecution is arguing use of force, the defense is arguing
Overdose.
So it's gonna.
He
They're
didn't
both gonna
overdose.
have expert witnesses. They're both gonna have witnesses. They're both gonna
honestly, they can do 3. They can do 3 more weeks, but I feel like it's already over.
And I'm sorry, but there's no way that jury does not know, because isn't the jury supposed to not know?
No way.
Don't know what the trial.
No way they don't know.
They're in Minnesota. There's no way that jury does not
know
know anything about this story after all the riots that happened in their
No
town.
way. Not just in there, across the world. Yeah. All right.
And they've
There's
selected.
No way.
Jury selection was picked from the Minnesota.
Yes.
And
of people that don't know about it.
Yes.
Unless they lived in a cave. I don't see how that happens.
So these people already have opinions. They already have their mind made up on what they think is gonna happen.
Of what they saw. Yeah. They all saw that video.
But that's the thing. We saw it and we saw this man get murdered. Other people watch the video and don't see that. I'm telling you, they don't. Watch, I'll pull up one of our YouTube things where some guy was arguing.
I don't even care. I believe you. All right. I'm just saying. I understand what you're trying to say, but I'm saying
I can see.
I feel like right now, if they had to stop right now and give a verdict, I think that it is 85% he's guilty.
Because I said it earlier. I'm like, the only other
of all charges. I think if they stop right now, I think he's 85% guilty. I don't think that the defense have even brought up a reasonable doubt or anything
I don't
yet.
Think they've started to yet.
They haven't even had their witnesses come up yet.
Yes.
But
as I said,
they're just cross-examining the state's witnesses.
Yes, right
but
now.
the state's witnesses is so thick. I mean, when the paramedics think you killed them, basically, and when your sergeant is saying you killed him.
And George Floyd's or Derek Chauvin's attorney did try to get the EMT to say that he was foaming at the mouth, and the guy's like, "No, I saw blood."
It was blood. Yes,
yeah, he's like, but
the only one that said he had foam out his mouth was fucking fucking one of the witnesses. That was like, oh, he had foam.
Oh yeah, one of like 16-year-old little girls or something like that.
Like he had white stuff around his mouth. Okay, well, if I choke you, you're gonna have white stuff around your mouth. But his face turned. Come on.
It's called spit.
It's called murder. It's called murder, and I just, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We will see.
I can see.
I'm gonna watch it every day. But I don't understand why George Floyd's girlfriend. They said that that the only reason she even testified is because the state only called her because they realized that if they didn't call her, that the defense would have called her to bring up his drug pass. So his drug pass or not, regardless, or not.
That's not what's on trial. Yeah,
that's not what's on trial. It's you. Choke this man to death. Yeah, plain and simple. They choked him. It was so much of reasonable doubt that you got fired for it. Okay, you got fired for it. So obviously you did something wrong. Yeah. Okay. The captain of the police captain is testifying tomorrow. Oh, today, actually, technically. Today.
Like I said earlier, the only other trial like this that was ever televised and big like this was the O.J. Simpson trial. And everyone that I know
this is bigger than O.J. Simpson's trial.
That watched O.J. Simpson get off was shocked. And
this is bigger. This is bigger. This is bigger than an O.J. Simpson's trial. Okay. This is I mean, maybe not celebrity wise, but the outcome is bigger.
Yeah. Okay, so we did a show like 7 months ago. The officer that murdered George Floyd wants the judge to drop all charges. Someone replied George Floyd was a thug with a rap sheet who actually died of an OD.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Share it.
All right.
No, just read them. Just read them. Just so you can see that they're people believe the dumb shit.
Yes. And I don't know, is YouTube video coming? All right, so I'm sharing our comments so you guys can see what we're talking about. So this guy right here, null void. George Floyd was a thug with a rap sheet who actually died of an OD, huh? And then he said, that's what they're trying to say. It's a joke. Someone else, different person than this, said, Young Slim, it's not a joke. You can clearly see in the full video.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, subscribe. Thank you for your comment. And then the dude called you condescending, ignorant.
Yeah.
Someone else said, I saw something different. Oh, you said, I saw something different than you, but the man is in jail for a reason. I said, it sounds like you're the ignorant one. If the cop didn't murder that man, why is he in jail on a murder charge? Why are all Trump supporters making up excuses? I guess the whole world is rioting and protesting for no reason. Then, huh? This guy said he's in jail because he was charged, idiot. He was not convicted of anything. See my above post. This is Minnesota. Minneapolis police officers have used neck restraints at least 237 times and rendered people unconscious 44 times since 2015, according to NBC News. Minneapolis police officials told NBC that this hold is neither sanctioned nor taught at the Minneapolis PD. That's what he posted. Then he sent like some link.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people were ignorant, man. Oh yeah, you started arguing with him. I told him, fuck that.
Yeah, you weren't arguing back. What you say, you gonna think what you want to think, and so am I. You believe this man wasn't murdered, and I believe he was. You believe the whole world is rioting and protesting for no reason, and I don't. You're entitled to your opinion, and so am I. There's only a few people that think like you, but most of the world believes that man was murdered. Conveniently, the autopsy, the police had said the man overdosed, but when Ben Crump did one, it said this man died from strangulation. We will see soon enough what autopsy is right and whether the man died from drugs or strangulation. He said, I believe the idiots are rioting because they believe something false. Asphyxia wouldn't have been possible without either knee on the trachea of the neck or at least bruising to the neck, which he had neither. What he did have, 90% blocked arteries, a positive COVID test, fentanyl and methamphetamine, lethal in combination, shouting and clearly breathing throughout, complains about breathing before he's on the floor where he's demanded to be. As another user put it, in the body cam footage of Lane and Quang, you hear Lane say, should we turn him on his side?
Yeah.
Chauvin replies, we're staying put where we've got him. Lane says, I'm just worried about exited delirium or whatever. Chauvin says, that's why I've got the ambulance coming, code 3. Chauvin knew how long Lane and Quang had already been on the call before his arrival and knew that Floyd could go berserk the moment they let up. He also had the good sense to step up the ambulance response because he knew that Floyd could be overdosing or blow out his heart in the condition he was in. No way he committed murder in broad daylight while in uniform in front of witnesses while wearing a body cam. Also interesting is the differences of the onlookers based on their generation. Young man to Chauvin, you a bum, bro. Elder gentleman of Floyd.
Oh, wow, this guy really broke it down, yo.
Elder gentleman of Floyd. You can't win. Just get up and get in the car, man, before you have a heart attack. As the ambulance pulled away, Floyd's passengers asked from across the street, why is he going to the hospital? The elder gentleman replied, he fucked up. The passenger asked, they fucked him up? The elder gentleman clarified, no, he fucked up. He didn't listen.
Oh, didn't listen. So choke him?
But that's
choke him to death?
That's two different people right there to say no.
Wow, that dude really broke down that fucking footage. Yeah. You heard a lot of that shit today.
Yeah. Play by play.
Now the old man was on there crying.
Because that was his friend.
Yeah, no, it wasn't his friend. No. He was the one that was telling him.
Beard?
Yeah, he was the one that was telling him to just listen. Just listen.
Yeah.
But he didn't listen, so that still doesn't mean to kill him. Okay? That doesn't mean kill him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Did he say to George Floyd, you can't win, just get up and get
Yeah, he did say that.
Before you have a heart attack?
He didn't say have a heart attack. Yeah. He didn't say that. He just said, just get up. He said, you can't win. And then George Floyd's like, I ain't trying to win.
Now, we heard the EMT say, because he said, that's why Chauvin stepped up the ambulance from code 2 to code 3.
Okay.
The EMT said it took them 6 minutes to get there.
Okay. But read the part where he says that the one guy, which one told him to move him over? Turn him on his side?
Yeah, in the body cam footage of Lane.
That's what they're trying to act like. They try to act like that.
Thomas Lane.
No. They try to act like he was trying to act like if he got off of his neck, he's trying to act like if he got up off his neck that George Floyd was going to get up and go berserk.
He was going to go crazy.
Handcuffed.
He was dead. Like,
Come on, bro.
It was Thomas Lane. Should we turn him on his side?
Thomas Lane was the one on his back?
He's the older guy. Yeah, he's the one that said, should we turn him on his side?
The one by his feet, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay.
So should we turn him on his side? Chauvin replies, we're staying put where we've got him.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Lane said, I'm just worried about exit delirium or whatever. And then Chauvin said, that's why the ambulance is coming code 3. The EMT.
What's exited delirium or whatever? What's that?
Let's look it up for I want to hear. See. But the EMT said it took them 6 minutes to get there. From where they were. Exit delirium. Share this so people can see it. So all you guys watching can see what we're looking at. Exit delirium. Also known as agitated delirium, is a syndrome described as a combination of psychomotor agitation, delirium, and sweating. It may include attempts at violence, unexpected strength, and very high body temperature.
Oh, please.
Complications may include whatever that is.
He was worried about exit delirium instead of this guy's dead?
Yeah, it says exit delirium is not recognized by the World Health Organization or the American Medical Association and therefore not listed as a medical condition. Oh, yeah. All right. So the UK suggests that the syndrome should be termed sudden death and restraint symptom. Sudden death and restraint symptom. That's what exit delirium. That's what he meant by exit delirium.
That he was going to die.
Yeah.
That he was going to die.
You got him restrained and he was going to die.
That's what that guy was worried about, right?
Yeah. It says,
okay. That's why he shouldn't be fucking charged. That guy shouldn't be charged. The rest of them needs to be charged.
Examples of deaths due to the condition are found primarily in restraint or attempted restraint situations, while medical preconditions and symptoms attributed to the syndrome. So like this, like if you're in a psych ward and they got you strapped down and you're going crazy like this, you're fighting so hard trying to get off.
That you could die.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay, so that's the guy that was worried about that.
Yeah.
And then Chauvin said, no, let's stay put.
Yes, that's why.
Okay.
That's why.
Now he said, let's stay put because he did not want the crowd to win. That's why.
Yes. He said, I up.
That's how I feel.
I upped the
the ambulance is coming. And then he tried to act like the ambulance took a long time. That's what he was. That's what his lawyer was trying to say. Oh, the ambulance took forever.
It's their fault for taking too long to get there.
Yeah.
Because the guy said it took him 6 minutes. Now he was on his neck for 8 minutes and was it 24?
The whole time, plus the time when they get there.
Yeah.
And show up, and
they already
walk over, check his pulse, go back to the back of the truck. And he's still on his neck.
Get his stretcher.
And then that's why the crowd was like, all right, the ambulance is here and you're still on his head.
Yeah, he's not moving. He's clearly not moving.
Yeah.
Like,
come on. You can't tell me this guy didn't know what he was doing. You can't tell me he didn't know that this guy was dead.
But that's like
when he came, the ambulance guy checked his pulse and realized there was no pulse. Then he goes and gets the gurney and he's still on his head. He's still on his neck. Come on, man. You killed him. You killed him.
Let me see. You think he's a narcissist?
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
Oh, yeah. It is a mental condition in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, a lack of empathy for others.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely a narcissist. Did we hear that somewhere?
I don't know. I
Today?
heard you say it. That's what made me, or maybe.
Yeah. He's a narcissist. Like he feels like he's right and didn't want anybody. Like he had to win that argument with those people that he wasn't getting off their neck. I'm like, yo, he's a narcissist. He has to be.
It says signs and symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder: have an exaggerated sense of self-importance, have a sense of entitlement, and require constant and excessive admiration. Expect to be recognized as superior, even without achievements that warrant it. Exaggerated achievements. Okay. Believe they are superior and can only associate with equally special people.
Yeah. That sounds about what he was doing.
Take advantage of others to get what they want. Have an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others.
Yeah.
behave in an
That was
arrogant
clearly
or haughty manner, coming across as conceited, boastful,
wasn't it?
pretentious.
And then the Chinese guy was talking about, don't do drugs. This is what happens when you're on drugs. That's what he said.
Yeah, he did
And
say
then
that.
and then one of them was like, oh, you're tough, not a tough guy now, or some shit like that. Like, oh, you tough guy.
What, after he's already dead?
Yeah, when he was already on the ground.
Because I mean, I'm not gonna say, because I've heard people say, not gonna mention any names. Someone in a couple people in your league were like, he was resisting arrest from the beginning.
Oh, fucking!
All he had to do is just get in the car. That's all he had to do was just get in the car.
Yeah, that's right. He had to get in the car, but he didn't. Okay, but so if I resist arrest, means to choke me out on the ground and kill me. Is that what that means? All right, give me my ticket, bitch.
I wouldn't, because I'm not that type of person, but you would if the cops came over, gripped you out of your car, put you in
Depends
handcuffs,
on why,
and was trying to shove you in the back of the car, but never once told you why they were taking you.
No, we're fighting.
As far as
I'm resisting arrest.
When the cops got there, they never once said, hey, you're under arrest for counterfeit money.
Exactly.
Never did they say that. They just gripped him out of
They
the
didn't
car.
tell him that until afterward, after they were trying to shove him in the car.
Yeah. They gripped him out of the car, put him in the handcuffs, and made him sit on the sidewalk. And I didn't see them. I didn't even know if they told him that at all.
Well, they came up to him and with the gun at his head at first. What the fuck for?
And the thing is, there's so many videos. Like, so everybody out there was recorded. So you have so many
videos that we didn't even see.
Not to mention all the body cam footage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The store cameras. Like, there's cameras on all the stores around there.
Yeah. So if you walk up on me, and you're right, that's something I would do. It is. Don't walk up on me with your gun in my face.
I wouldn't, but you would.
I would.
You would resist.
Yeah, I would.
Like, what are you doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Put me in cuffs for what? You ain't put me in cuffs. I didn't do nothing.
Fuck off me, motherfucker.
What are you trying to put me in the car for? I didn't do nothing.
No. You're not putting me in no motherfucking car.
Because
I'm not doing it.
What are you stopping me for? I didn't do anything. Like,
yeah.
Before you even give a license registration, like, what are you stopping me for? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
The guy stopped you, said your headlight was out.
Now tell me I was wrong.
No, it's not. It's not wrong. Sir, go look. It's not out. Like, no, you weren't wrong.
No.
But
all right. So why'd you stop me then?
Yeah. As you said, you're like, it's not out. Go look. It's not out. And then
you saw something else, motherfucker.
I believe you. He's like, no. You're like, no, I want you to go look.
Yeah.
It's not out.
Because you're telling me you pulled me over because my headlight's out.
And then he goes to look. He's like, you're right, sir.
Yeah. All right. Did I get a sorry? No. Did you motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of my face.
I would just got the car. You wouldn't have though. So,
nope.
Not like some people.
Nope. I'm not getting out of the car. I'm not cooperating with them. Fuck them. Period. And if you kill me because I resist arrest,
right?
That's a ticket. That's a ticket.
Because you see people that are like, oh, he was struggling. They were trying to put him in the back of the car, and he wouldn't go. He was struggling.
What?
Like, why?
So what?
Put me in the back of the car for what? What are you charging me with?
I don't care what you're charging me for. All right. Resisting arrest does not mean that you can kill me.
But that's the thing. What were they charging him for?
Oh, counterfeit.
That means
fraud. That's what they said. Fraud.
Oh.
Fraud. But they didn't. Did they charge him with that? No.
No.
Okay. So
he got charged.
You're gonna charge me with fraud. So you're gonna charge me with fraud, and that charging me with fraud is made you so mad that you're gonna kill me. Now you're being charged with murder.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. It really? You won. Okay. I'm dead, but you're dead too.
Yeah. You'll never enjoy this time while you're out on bail.
You better.
But like I said, I mean, you have more.
You won. You got
have
me.
more faith in the justice system than I do.
I'm telling you, they better look. I'm looking at the camera.
To protect their own.
They do. At first I thought it was gonna be some lollipop shit, and they weren't gonna really try to,
The state's trying.
The state is bringing the motherfucking hammer
because
they're bringing the wood.
They got to.
They got
to make peace in the city.
Not peace in the city.
Yes.
Peace in this motherfucking.
Well,
if this look. If this guy, I'm gonna move over. If this man, where is it at?
Right there.
If this man,
wrong way.
This man gets away with murdering George Floyd, I don't want to see what happens. All hell, this ain't a threat. This is probably just a prophecy. all hell is going to break loose in this country.
The thing is, they said what? He had like 8 physical complaints before this of people.
Yeah, a bunch of other shit that was wrong with him. Like fucking up people and shit. Like that kid's fucking that kid's testimony was good.
Yeah. So the police supervisor told the court that the other officers could have started compressions and got him off.
He said anybody
could have ended the restraint.
No, yeah, that's what the sergeant said. Yeah. And this can they see this?
No, hold on. Sure.
The second firefighter, the second paramedic said that basically they should have started compressions once he was in cardiac arrest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anybody could have started compressions. Yeah. And that's why the state, like I said, they had the firefighter chick that has EMT training and announced herself as being as such. What? Like, say if somebody's like, say we're on a boat, is there a doctor in the building? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, she knew what she was doing. And she could have, and she tried to intervene, and they wouldn't allow her to.
Or any one of the police know CPR. They know.
Yes,
they're trained
but
in
they didn't want to because they knew they. You trying to tell me the dude checked his pulse? Okay, the dude checked his pulse.
EMT, yes.
No, the one cop checked his pulse.
Did?
Yes, okay. And that's when he was like, "Yo, let's turn him on his side."
Worried about exited delirium.
Yeah, let's turn him on his side, and then
Chauvin said no. Let the EMTs deal with it. Nope.
Okay, so he stayed on his neck, but he stayed on his neck so long that the EMT had to basically like, yo, all right, so
get off him, like
it's over.
Get off. So we got him from here.
And then he tries to put him in the fucking help put him in the car like he cared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we find out that he did go to the hospital.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had to, because his sergeant went to the hospital to go get George Floyd's testimony.
Oh,
because Chauvin never told him that Chauvin never told him that he was dead, and Chauvin never told him that he used force against him.
Now, Derek Chauvin, no, he was the closest to his face. He knew the minute he stopped moving, when he stopped with the I can't breathe, he knew either 1, he passed out, or 2, he was dead.
Yeah. So I think he made sure he was real nice and dead.
At that point, don't you think you're like, oh my God, he's not moving anymore. He's not talking. Let me check.
Yeah.
See if he's still got a pulse. Like, if you got a pulse, that means your heart's beating. No pulse means your heart's not beating.
He had to be dead for about 5 minutes. He's talking. Like, he is talking.
It's so sad. Like, I don't even.
He's talking during this thing.
Right.
Okay. He's still alive.
He's asking for his mom.
And he's telling them that they're killing him.
Yeah. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. They're asking. He's begging them to get off. Begging for his life. And what do? Nothing. Just stayed on top of him. So I don't see how. They've had look at all the witnesses that actually came up. It was his girlfriend, the captain, the paramedics,
both paramedics,
the clerks,
the firefighters,
like six or seven, or like 5 or 6, 7 witnesses standing by.
I mean,
and everybody had video.
Yeah,
from an 8-year-old girl to a 60-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's listen, if he can get away with this, cops can do whatever they want.
Who was it? Or somebody said it, like, America needs to prove that cops are not above the law.
That's what I'm saying. This is bigger than O.J. Simpson's trial.
No.
They have the law has to. The cops have to be within law.
But that's the
like
thing
they cannot. The law could not not apply to cops. Like,
because they're not God, and they're really going to think they're God if they can do whatever
if
they want.
Get away with it. If this man gets away with this, yo, I have no hope for this country.
So just so you guys can all see what I'm looking at, it says right here, Derek Chauvin had 16 complaints made against him that were closed with no discipline. A former member of the police review board says that it's proof of a broken system.
Yeah. 16 complaints. 16 complaints.
Yeah.
That's just a joke.
Yeah. Here we go. Had 18 complaints made against him since 2001. Why? Like, how's that even?
18 complaints. Like, he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants.
The complaints against police are supposed to end up in front of the city's conduct review board.
I just keep sweeping them under the rug. They just like grab me, like just like they tried to sweep this under the rug, but the videos went viral.
Yeah, 2 of the complaints resulted in a letter of reprimand, but the 16 others had no repercussions at all, and none of their contents have been released to the public. The apparent lack of accountability and transparency in the handling of prior issues with Chauvin has raised the question. That's why he got worse and worse and worse and worse.
And thought that he could do whatever he wanted.
Like,
I ain't gonna get in trouble. He thought he got away with this.
I got away with this 18 times.
Yo, let's look up the initial police report for George. Like,
okay.
I know there was I heard it on TV today that said that they tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
The police department tried to cover it up.
I'm sure they did.
That's why they tried to say. Remember, they tried to put out that he overdosed. Remember that?
Because they can make the report say whatever they want to say.
I know, but it basically said that he never used any physical force.
Right. And he never called his sergeant. All right. So
never called his sergeant. His sergeant had to hear from somebody else. He tried to cover it up. All right. There was too many in front of all those people in broad daylight. You think that you're going to get away with that? He thought he was.
Yes, because
that's how narcissistic, arrogant, and cocky his ass was.
Because he got away with it
multiple different times. He's actually shot somebody before.
Yes, and got away with it.
And
didn't get suspended or fired or nothing. That Derek Chauvin wrote. But didn't it say that Derek Chauvin knew who George Floyd was, and
that's what they said. They worked. They said this guy was a security guard, but they're saying that he actually worked with him as a security guard. As a security guard, he knew who he was.
That'll come up at some point.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was gonna come up today when she was like, "Oh, Floyd was a security guard." The girlfriend, Janice Rossi, or whatever her fucking name was, the fat white bitch. Well, I don't know if she was fat. She just had a fat face.
Probably then.
No, she wasn't really fat. She had she was just shaped
big
funny,
round face,
like a big round face, big pumpkin head, like just white trash, you know.
All right, so
you know what that looks like, right?
Look at that. He's like smiling, like smirking.
Uh-huh.
He's got like a smirk on his face. His
hand in his pocket, just chilling. Like, yeah, I'm killing this nigga. And you gonna say something about it? You got something to say? If you were there, what would you have done? Just record it?
Probably. I would have said something to him.
You wouldn't have tackled him?
No, would you have?
Maybe. I would have just laid down next to him, like, just arrest me.
Tao can tackle you?
No, I'd just be like, all right, just arrest me. Get off of his neck, and you can arrest me too. Just arrest me. I don't know. Because everybody that saw this, you know, even me and everybody else, normal people that wasn't even there, they all have post-traumatic stress. Yeah. Everybody, all of them, all the witnesses that witnessed this murder have post-traumatic stress.
Okay, so here's one. This is one of the complaints that was made against him. A 24-year-old white man from Minneapolis was one of the people who filed a complaint against Chauvin and another officer, accusing them of pulling a gun on him and his teenage friends in 2013 after one of the teens shot a Nerf gun that hit somebody walking down the street.
Wow.
Wow. All right, where's the I want the police report. I don't want this. That's not what I'm looking for.
I mean, I don't know why the fucking media is trying to act like George Floyd was a great guy. I'm not saying he wasn't a great guy, but he was a human and he had his flaws.
He didn't deserve to get
murdered. That doesn't matter. That's still, I don't care if he was resisting. I don't care if he was smoking crack in the car. I don't care if he had a needle in his arm. Still does not give the police the right to kneel on his head.
But that's the thing that people are
10
missing.
minutes.
These are the people who are supposed to protect and serve us. So if this is what they do for a counterfeit bill, what's going to make you I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to call him unless somebody's dying, and if somebody's dying, I'll call an ambulance before I call the cops.
Yeah, like I need an ambulance. Don't send a cop here, please.
No, do not send the cops here. Like, I do not want cops at all. Like, hate them.
Yeah, I do too. Here, hold it down. I got to pee real quick.
I'm looking for the George Floyd police report. All right. So he doesn't believe it. I said I could see it going either way. Either this case is being televised and they're going to make an example out of him and charge him and he's going to go to jail for like 40 years, or if the defense's case is strong enough, this man is going to get off and he's going to walk. And that's what they're going to try and prove, that he overdosed. It's possible. There's a lot of people out there that think he did. So I see it going either way. He doesn't. But I see it going. All right. So, hold on. Where is it? Because he said the police report. I can't even find a police report. Yeah, I can't find a police report. Oh yeah, I can't find a police report.
All right, well, fuck it. I mean, I know I heard somebody say something like that, but like I said, this is a huge case in America, because if you can kill George Floyd and get away with that, if you can kill George Floyd and get away with that, then you can kill anybody and get away with anything.
Okay, well, let's.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can kill George Floyd and get away with it, they can kill anybody. Anybody, literally anybody.
I'm sure this, right?
With no repercussions, no nothing. There is no fucking justice in this country if that's the case.
I have no faith in the judicial system at all. At all. Now, this says right here, March 26, 2021, Duke University is investigating how printout of George Floyd's toxicology report with comments insinuating his death was related to drugs ended up pinned to a Black History Month bulletin board on campus.
Really?
The flyer was found Saturday pinned to a display honoring Black victims of police violence and was inscribed with handwritten remarks in pink pen that said, "Mix of drugs presents and difficulty breathing. Overdose. Good man. Use of fake currency is a felony."
Using fake currency is an accident. And
it is, because I mean, like I said,
it's not like he had hundreds of dollars of fake money. He had a fucking 20. Like, really? So that means kill him? Kill him. He's a fucking nigger using fake money.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
There is no medical examiner.
Try to cover it up. Try to cover it up. Sorry.
He died from methamphetamine and fentanyl, as well as hypertension and coronary artery disease.
Word.
2 doctors who conducted an independent autopsy of Floyd said he had no underlying health issues that could have contributed to his death, and the cause was asphyxiation.
2, right?
2, yes.
2 other doctors other than their doctor.
Yeah.
That tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. They need to be charged too with lying.
Yeah. See, I told you, there's people out there that think that the cop did not count, because it says this is about the whole flyer being pinned to the board.
When was this?
This was
where?
March 26th, this year, a couple days ago, Duke University.
Of course, fucking Duke, fucking Crackerville.
And is that what it is? I don't know. Someone wrote on there, mix of drugs presents and difficulty breathing.
It's like in North Carolina, I believe.
Overdose. Good man, ? Use of fake currency is a felony. And then it says down here, all of a sudden, someone comes up and is essentially sticking a thumb in the face of every Black person, saying his life didn't matter, that he wasn't a good person because of a $20 bill.
What? What the fuck is this?
This is just people out there like,
comments
trying to justify that
why he
wasn't murdered.
Okay, all right, cool. We'll find out.
I can't find a police report.
Probably not. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. Fuck these motherfuckers, man.
That's I'm like, yeah, you have more faith in the judicial system than me.
Me?
Yeah.
You think I have faith in these motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm just saying if they don't do it, they're gonna regret it. If this cocksucker gets off, they're gonna regret it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think the city will burn.
What city will burn?
I think the whole United States will burn even more than it did.
Okay, cool.
But you were there. I know it's not the same thing. You were there, and when you got a ticket before and you tried to take your case to trial and be your own lawyer.
That was different.
I know.
That was different.
You proved that the cop was lying.
Because they're white cracker liars. They
I
all
know,
are.
I know.
They lie.
But
they
listen,
lie and they go ahead.
You proved that the cop was lying, and the judge said, I will not side with you over an officer of the law.
Even though I proved it. Even though I proved it.
Yes.
And that's what these fucking crackers
and that's what the judge basically said. Stop wasting your time. We know he lied. He's lying, but you're not getting out of this ticket.
Yeah.
You're still going to pay the ticket
Yeah.
because I'm not going to side with you over him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You knew he lied.
Yeah.
When I proved that he was lying, his face was like, well, I don't recall. Like, what? You're the fucking oh God.
This guy had a lot of people help in his cover up.
Yeah, he did.
He made the 3 officers that were there with him. He made
I think some of them turned on him. I think some of them turned on. I think they turned on them. I think they had no other choice but to turn on them. Either I think that's what they were trying to do at first, like trying to cover it up. But once it got national news, once the national news picked it up and the wind picked up on it, and motherfucking got Al Sharpton in your community.
Al Sharpton, that's who it was. Yeah, Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton and everybody the fuck else, it got ugly, and there was no way they could cover it up. They tried to cover it up.
Now, someone made a point, like if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic and people weren't stuck in their house on,
maybe he would have got away with it, but too
maybe
bad.
It wouldn't have been such a big deal.
But remember, they tried to cover it up. That girl, hold on, let me show you who testified. All those people testified.
Yeah, because someone said that they tried to mace her. What's she say?
All those people testified.
One guy grabbed this mace like he was going to mace the crowd.
Yeah, but Chauvin was about to mace the crowd.
Oh, is that what it was?
And the Chinese guy.
So all these people testified. All these right here. This is the guy with the white beard that was crying.
No.
This is the paramedic.
That's the guy with the white beard right there. The guy in the black shirt. To the yeah. He testified. She testified. Girl with the little big boobs.
This was the firefighter.
Hold on, wait. What happened?
Oh shit.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. Let's see. Live coverage.
I can talk about this shit all day because I just hate this shit.
Genevieve Hansen was the firefighter who tried to
intervene.
Yeah, her right here. This is her. Right
yeah,
here.
she's a firefighter. Can they see that?
Yeah.
That's her. She testified. The guy next to him, that's the UFC fighter. He testified. What happened? I didn't touch it.
Playing a video.
I don't know if we should.
No.
I don't want to get copyrighted.
That's not on YouTube. It's
well, that judge late today telling witness Genevieve Hansen, an EMT, to respect the court and refrain from engaging the defense team during her cross-examination.
Yeah, she was fighting
with him, describing what she saw and how she tried to help George Floyd.
3 grown men is a lot of putting all their weight on somebody is too much.
Genevieve Hansen, wearing her fire department uniform, a certified EMT, testified today about what she walked up to last May on her day off. She says she repeatedly asked officers if she could check George Floyd's pulse and use life-saving techniques she is trained for.
She tried.
I also offered, in my memory, I offered to walk them through it or told them if he doesn't have a pulse, you need to start compressions. And that wasn't done either.
When you couldn't do that, how did that make you feel?
Totally distressed.
Okay.
Were you frustrated?
They tried to play her. They tried to play her. The defense tried to play her out, act like she didn't know what she was talking about.
Get out of here. You're nobody.
Then her fucking captain came in there and was like, "Yeah, she was on the scene." And we went back to get her fucking her to hear she was distressed. And I went back after I left the hospital to see what she saw, so that because she was very upset about it. And I went and had her take down what she saw. And then I went to my authorities and my upper ups and shit, and reported that we feel like a man was murdered in police custody. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. A man was murdered in police custody. All right. That's it. That's all right. That's the only question here. A man was murdered, or did a man die in police custody? Either way, he's guilty, right?
Yeah.
Did you kill him, or did you let him die?
About we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's just in this
14. That's the kid. That's the kid.
Right there.
That's the kid that called that got the fake $20 bill, right?
That's just in this.
Am I right?
Right here.
No, let's make it like that.
People who watch it, and at first they're like, "What are you doing? Like, get off him! Get off her! Like, stop!" They didn't start getting nasty till
he wouldn't get off.
Yeah, till he started turning colors and was screaming, "I can't breathe!" Like, this man was screaming for his mom, like
screaming for his life.
He was asking for his mom.
If that was me, what would you have done? Would you let him kill me?
Nah.
Yes, you would have.
Nah.
You're a pussy. Yes, you would have. Yeah, you would have.
Nah.
Yeah, you would have.
Nah,
yeah, you would have. Yeah, you would have.
I would have been.
You would have. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
And then they would have had their knee on my neck.
You're a pussy. So what? At least they would have got off mine, and they wouldn't have killed you. They wouldn't have killed you. You're white. That's what I just said. That's what I just said. This is the question. He's guilty of either or, one or the other, okay?
Well, one holds a life sentence of 40 years in jail.
Did he kill him? Or he let him die?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Regardless of what.
That's what they're saying. Use of force or overdose.
Even if it was overdose, you still let him die.
As an officer of the law.
And you're in your custody, you still let him die.
As an officer of the law, I don't care if you're an EMT, a paramedic, a firefighter.
He wasn't dying before they put him in handcuffs.
If you see somebody struggling, having a heart attack, can't breathe, you are required to help.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just saying.
Before they put him in handcuffs, he wasn't dying. Okay. So even if the defense proves that, he OD'd, but he died in your custody. You let him die in your custody. Okay? That's still manslaughter.
Right.
Derek Chauvin is trying to get manslaughter. I'm telling you that right now. He's not trying to get the murder.
What's the difference? What's manslaughter?
Manslaughter, he'll do like 7 years.
Okay. So
5 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
No.
No.
And
a minimum
7 years.
And because they're gonna pack.
No. You don't get no fucking hell no.
Cop, they're not gonna send
him.
He
ain't a cop no more.
But he was, and he still can. Yeah, I don't know.
No. He's going to. There's no.
I hope he does. I really.
What
do
you mean? He's going to.
I really hope he does.
Either you murdered him, or you let him die. Is right.
Yeah.
That's his only defense. Oh well, he died of an overdose. But he was in your custody.
But that's what you're trying to say.
He's in your custody. He couldn't take himself to the hospital.
We were so worried about this violent mob that I wasn't paying attention to him. Because I was worried about this violent mob.
You were worried about the violent mob that nobody threw a punch and there was no fucking.
Tao had the crowd.
Yeah.
You weren't worried about them.
No, he was feeding off the crowd.
You were sitting there with a smirk on your face, like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, you want me to move? No.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna put both knees.
Yep. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
I'm gonna shift my weight.
That's all I'm saying. Either I'm gonna say it again. Either you let him die or you killed him. Which one you want to pick? Huh?
Well, that's the two testaments.
There is no getting out of it.
But even still, right? Because as an officer of the law, you are required
to help
somebody.
He's not going free. We know that, right? Is that
Okay.
is that
like, all right? So if they arrested me and I'm in the back,
even
of
if
the
he
car,
ODs in handcuffs, he's still dying in police custody.
if I get arrested and I'm in the back of the car in handcuffs, and all of a sudden I start having a seizure or heart attack, they're required to stop and help me.
Yeah,
they are. So they have to help.
Okay, right?
Yeah,
because you can't help yourself.
They can't just sit there and say like, I'm not going to. You're trained in CPR. You're certified in CPR. Every cop, firefighter has to be.
Okay, so let's just get that right. So he either was murdered by the cops, or even if he OD'd, but he OD'd in your custody, and you had him on in handcuffs, and you laid on top of him and didn't help him. So which one you want to do? You're going to jail. He is going to jail.
Right.
Either way. And that, you know what? I should have started off with that. It doesn't matter what he has, what witnesses he has. The man was in handcuffs and died. Okay, you're done, bro. Either way you look at it, he's done. He's done. So let's pick a fist, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you think he's gonna get?
I think he's gonna get to 40 years.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do they have the death penalty in Minnesota?
No.
For murder?
No death penalty.
Okay, so
I think he gets to 40 years. I think he gets to 40 years, but I think he's gonna. You know what I think he's gonna do? Before he goes to jail, he's going to kill himself.
You think so?
Yes, I do. Just like that dude told him. You just murdered that man. Did you hear that?
Nah.
The little black dude, the little UFC fighter or whatever. He says, you're going to kill yourself in 2 years.
So you know what?
That's what he said. That's what he tells him.
The other 3 cops who got charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder is still up to 40 years in prison.
Yeah, same thing. You might as well did it yourself.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
And watch somebody.
Yeah. Aiding and abetting, it's just like conspiracy. You might as well have done it yourself. Even if you didn't do it, you still assisted in it. Yeah, so it's like, they're going to jail too. I say 3 out of 4 go to jail. Now, you know what? Chow might have Chow
he could have stopped it.
He could have,
but he never touched them. That's his only.
He never touched him. That's the only thing that he can. Yes, that's his only claim to fame.
Defense.
Yeah, but like I said, pick a fist, motherfucker. Like,
and you know what? This guy's such a narcissist. He really thinks he's gonna get off. You can see, and you're like,
no, he's not.
Because you're like,
he can't get off.
Every time they show him on trial, he's got his yellow legal pad.
Yeah, writing shit down like he's a paralegal. Every time they're saying sidebar, he's putting on his headphones and shit. Like he acts like he's fighting his own case.
Yes, and
he's whispering with his lawyer all the time. Like, okay, whatever. I'm sure he.
I don't care if he's got a mask on. You can tell when somebody's like, you can see it in their eyes. He thinks he's getting off.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
So if he does get charged, you might be right. He might
kill himself. Yeah, I think he is.
So you think if he gets charged, they're going to take him from the courtroom that day?
They have to.
Or do you think they're going to give him?
No, you don't get.
Himself
no, there's no turn yourself in.
I don't know.
That's it. When you get deadline. You're going to jail. They took Bill Cosby away in once you're guilty. The guilty plea comes up. He goes. You're going to jail. So
he's out on bail free until this trial.
Until the trial.
Until the jury decides.
Yes. And if he feels like if he gets wind, I swear to God, if he gets any wind of thinking that he's going to jail, he's going to kill himself. Watch.
Yeah, you might be right.
On some motherfucking Aaron Hernandez shit. You
might be right.
He
might hang himself with his bed sheets.
He's going to shoot himself in the head.
Well, he's not going to go. I don't think if he gets wind. I think
he'll know if he's going to get it. His lawyer will know if it's guilty or not guilty.
Aaron Hernandez, he was like a narcissist too. Aaron Hernandez really thought that he was going to get off too.
He did.
He really thought he was going to.
He did.
And he was shocked when they came down with that guilty plea and
wasn't shocked.
Taken to jail. No, he was.
They take you right. They take you right there.
Yeah. So
the bailiff comes and gets you and arrests you right then and there, and you're done. There is no more. You're done.
This guy's so cocky and he got away with it so many times. Not murdering people, but treating people
like shit.
Yeah. Shooting people, pulling guns on people, beating them up.
Yeah. violence.
He got away with it.
They're
so many
violent
times
animals.
that he's probably like thinking in his head, yeah, that's okay.
Just another
I'm
nigger I
on
beat
trial.
up.
It's
Just
fine.
another. Just
He's
another. Just another.
just a thug, a drug addict thug.
Just another nigger I tuned up.
Yeah.
Who cares? Until that video came out and you got that national media,
He's probably still
they
thinking-
made them arrest him.
He's probably still thinking, like, I did Minnesota a favor. I guarantee. He's so
I
cocky.
bet you. I'm gonna come back to this video. I'm like, yo, I told you fucking so. What is it? April 2nd, 1:31 in the a.m. I bet you this motherfucker is either manslaughter, second-degree manslaughter, or it's fucking second-degree murder. One or the other. It's one or the other. You're not getting away with it. There's no way. Even if he like I just thought about it, like, wait, even if he does OD, he OD'd with handcuffs on and you're on his neck. Dude, what? Huh?
What did you say? Second-degree murder or what?
Second-degree manslaughter. Yeah.
Second.
You're not typing anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that way we can come back to it later and remember exactly what it was. It'll be in the comments. Or second-degree and civil manslaughter is a way lighter sentence.
Yeah. It's not the rest of your life. 40 years is the rest of his life.
Right. I mean, like it said, after his wife saw the video, what he did to George Floyd,
she left him.
His ass.
Like, what the fuck?
I knew you were a piece of shit, but really?
She was probably beating her ass anyway. But like I said,
I hope
it's either one or the other, and because he died in your custody.
Yeah.
He died in your custody. It's one or the other. It's not. There is no. He walks away free. There is none. There is no. He walks away free. No way. I don't care if he OD'd or not.
Oh, shit. He has no kids, but it said in 2020 he was charged with 9 counts of aiding and abetting tax evasion or some shit.
Wow. Shocking? No.
No. What did I just do? Yeah, he was involved in 2 police shootings, one which was fatal.
Yeah, he killed somebody before.
A suspect pointed a sawed-off shotgun at officers. Chauvin was among a group of officers who fatally shot the suspect. They received a Medal of Valor for their actions.
Okay.
And then he shot a man in the bathroom while responding to a domestic incident. The suspect fought with Chauvin and tried to take his gun. The man survived.
Yeah.
Chauvin received a Medal of Valor.
Yeah, but he did. They probably tried to give him a Medal of Valor for killing George Floyd too.
Chauvin received the Medal of Commendation for another incident later that fell in which he helped track down and arrest an armed suspect.
So, and if
there we go. Chauvin worked security with Floyd. Former owner Maya Santamarina said Chauvin and George Floyd worked together at El Nuevo Rodero Club up to the end of 2019.
That's what they said.
Both worked security, but Chauvin would stay outside his patrol car and help when needed.
That's what they said. That's what his girlfriend said today. He worked at that place.
Chauvin was our off-duty police officer through the 3rd precinct that gave us police presence. For 17 years, I worked with him and another officer, said Santa Maria. He would stay outside and patrol in his patrol car. And then when there was an altercation that our security staff needed to hand over to police, he was there. I don't think that they recognized each other that day, Santa Maria added when speaking of Floyd's death.
Wow.
Yeah, in July 2020, Chauvin was charged with 9 counts of aiding and abetting taxes, 6 counts of which were for filing a false or fraudulent return, and 3 counts of which were for failing to file.
Oh, God. Psychopath.
And then he failed to report $464,433
of income.
Of income, yeah.
That's fucking $500,000.
And different jobs that he did.
That's $500,000.
Yeah, he didn't report his income from his off-duty security jobs. Yeah, he'll be going to court for that after his murder trial.
Oh God, he's done. I think he's done. Me personally, but I think he's done. So
I
we'll
hope
see.
he is. I really do. I really do.
So let's wrap this one up.
I
We
really
talked
do.
a long
I just have
time.
no faith in the justice system.
Me either, but they have to. See, like I said, it's either one or the other. There is no he walks free.
Yeah, like I could see them charging him and letting the other three go.
Now, the only thing his lawyer's fighting for is for manslaughter.
Is that what it is? Okay.
That's the least that he's gonna get.
So the
There's no
defense knows that
there's some he's getting the defense has to know that.
But
He's getting
trying
something.
to get a lesser charge.
Yeah, he's trying to get 7 years and try to save the rest of his life. But if he gets 40 years, he's done. He's done.
Yeah.
He'll kill us. He'll eventually just kill himself.
And then he's gonna have to go to court for tax evasion after that. Oh wow.
So
Ahmaud Arbery's the next one.
when's his shit coming? When's his
His
case?
should have been first because he was
Yeah.
killed first, right?
Yeah. What is this?
So Ahmaud Arbery case
No
is.
cheats.
Let's see. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. I know it's postponed. It was supposed to be March, but they moved it back. I want to say till September or something like that.
Really?
But we didn't really get to NFL or snowball.
We ain't get to nothing else. Like
But,
we
I
can
mean,
do that tomorrow.
This is like the main thing that's going on right now.
To me, that's what I'm watching.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I ain't worried. I ain't worried
I
about
have
nothing
people
else.
at work that they're like, and white people at that. And they're, one guy said the other day, like, he's like, it disgusts me. I can't even watch it. He's like, they better go to jail.
That's what I'm saying. It's all. That's all he's. That's all he's. That's what his defense is aiming for: manslaughter. Like, oh, even if so they can, what they can possibly make them convinced that he OD'd. Okay, well he OD'd in your custody. Okay,
Yeah.
and you didn't help him. So what do you want to call that? Okay, so yes, manslaughter. But he didn't OD. He was choked to death, and that's murder. He didn't go there to kill him, but he killed him. So I think he's done, man. I just do. I think he's done, man. That's how fucking 50 Cent said. I think he's done, man. I don't see how this guy Chevron gets away with this. I think he's done, man. That was my 50 impersonation. I think he's done, man. I don't understand why these fucking old Negroes keep trying to make it about them, like Ben Crump and motherfucking Al Sharpton. Stay the fuck out of the. Say the fuck. What are you kneeling for? What are you kneeling for?
They're kneeling for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Like,
okay, get the fuck up off your old ass knees, man. Get off your old knees, man.
George Floyd's daughter comes and speaks.
What? She's not gonna fucking know what.
Oh, she told the news.
I think he's done, man.
That he was kind and he was nice to my mom.
I seen his girlfriend, his baby mom. Let me see them. Look at these old niggers.
I want the video. I want the video because where they said America's on trial. Where he said America's on trial. That's what I want.
Yeah, yo, you see that picture of fucking Al Sharpton? That motherfucker's old as shit.
We'll share this real quick, and then I want to play the
Reverend Al Sharpton. What are these old niggers doing, man? Get the fuck up, bro. Get the fuck up, man. What the fuck are you doing, man? Why are you doing? That's his baby mom right there. That's George Floyd's baby mom right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I mean, Ben Crump be getting the bag, but
he does. He's in every Black Lives Matter case.
every fucking he's rich motherfucker. Yeah, that's his baby mom. She's all right. Big John, but you know, whatever. Big John. Where the big girls at? Where the big girls?
There's Ben Crump and Al Sharpton. And
I mean, Al Sharpton. Like, what are you doing, dog? And who's that white
that's
fucking?
George Floyd's brother right here. I don't know who that is. It's just everybody outside of the courthouse.
They're outside of the courthouse?
Yeah, of the Derek Chauvin trial.
Like, I don't got time for that, man.
It's a closed courtroom. You're not allowed in there.
Like, what are they doing, man?
I want to play it. I want to end it with
Like, we got fucking Al Sharpton outside. Al fucking Sharpton. I remember when Al Sharpton was fat.
I didn't even know
what are
who
you
he
doing,
was.
Man? What are we doing here, man? I mean, I understand it, but they're fucking rich now.
Yeah, they're capitalizing on what they gotta capitalize on. But
I mean, no, they want justice. I'm sure they want the.
Ben Trump must be like licensed in every state.
Yeah, he must be. He must be. I'm sure. I'm sure they want him to go to prison, and I understand that. If somebody did that to somebody I loved, or cared about.
Trial. I think that's it. All right. So we're gonna end it with that.
Sayonara. What are you doing, man? Nothing. What is this? Not even a handful. Half a hand, half a cup. Half a cup.
I want to get to the Al Sharpton.
Where Al Sharpton's like, America's on trial.
Yeah.
We got to prove that cops can't just get away with doing whatever they want or some shit like that.
You gotta see if America's at a place where it can hold. I'm not gonna even play the video. I'm just gonna play the audio.
This is the fair use. This is all fair use, man.
What's from Fox 9?
Civil justice under the 7th Amendment.
Oh wait, this is all just Ben Crump.
Yes, hit the owl. Hit that owl.
Yeah, I want the Al.
Big Al. Big Al. Yeah, he was preaching.
That's what I want to end.
Al was preaching, right, man. Al still got a Jerry curl. Al still got a Jerry curl, man.
We taking a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Why?
Because that's how long he kneeled on his neck.
Nah, it was actually 9 minutes and some change.
Yeah.
In that time, get his knee up.
Come on, Al, don't fucking break a hip. This is that fair use. We don't own this motherfucking footage.
I'm not showing the video.
No, you're not. You just playing the audio. Oh, they can't see this.
No.
All right, good.
Oh, I guess this isn't the one where he speaks.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just him kneeling.
Man, I don't even see this fucking fool. Get up off your knees, Al. Nah, you know what? I fuck with Al Sharpton, but like he just is such a fucking coon. So is Ben Crump, but Ben Crump must be like fucking Inspector Gadget.
I mean, he's smart. He's just capitalizing on. He's capitalizing on it.
All right, see what that one is. This is the Fair Use Act, man. Let's play that and let's see what the fuck he's talking about, man. Oh, fucking old ass Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton probably get mad pussy and shit. He probably got a kid. He probably got like newborns and shit.
Really? You think so? Him, Daddy Sharpton.
Old Sharpton's still getting jiggy with it.
Hey, he might. I'll look it up.
Smashing young ass bitches and shit.
You know what? He probably is.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, he's a millionaire and shit.
Well, Attorney Crump, let me say that last May, when this nation and world,
who's that white guy next to him?
This is the news. It's not YouTube.
Oh, lynching by name. You sharing it?
Yeah, because it's the news. It's not YouTube.
All right,
of a man that used his knee to lynch a man and then blamed the man for the lynching. First of all, what was George Floyd being even approached for by police that would warrant you using the force that you used? What was the reason that he was apprehended in the way he was apprehended?
Yeah, I want to know that.
And
too.
why is the attempt being made by the defense to talk about what was the stimulants that may have been in George Floyd? What would be the stimulant that would make a man hold his knee on a man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds? Yeah. I have asked people around the world to join us today at 8:46 in a few minutes. The family and attorneys and I are going to take a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Attorneys.
When I did the eulogy here in Minneapolis of George Floyd, and we had people stand that long. People tweeted all over the world. After 3 minutes, they were tired. What kind of venom, what kind of hatred do you have that would make you keep pressing down that long while a man is begging for his life, while a man is asking for his mother? At what point does your humanity kick in?
Yeah.
At
Facts.
what point does the letter of the law kick in?
Let me pause that.
At what point do you say, wait a minute, the guidelines kick in? This was not 8 seconds. This was not a flash of anger. It became intentional and deliberate. And justice must be intentional and deliberate in this courthouse. So just like we came last.
Preach, Al. Preach, Al. You are motherfucking preaching, boy. There you go. Preach.
year to be with this family, we told them we'd be here to the end, and we will be in and out until the end, and we wanted to end for justice. But make no mistake about it.
Hold on.
What point does the letter of the law that would make?
Wouldn't yours?
Yes.
After 3 minutes, they were tired. What kind of venom, what kind of hatred do you have that would make you keep pressing down that long while a man is begging for his life, while a man is asking for his mother? At what point does your humanity kick in? At what point does the letter of the law kick in?
You know what?
At what point?
You know what? They try to act like, oh, he wasn't talking about his mom. He was talking about his white girlfriend. That's what they try to act like. What does he call? What did he call? What did he say? What is your name in George Floyd's phone? They're like, Mama. So what? So what? Who cares? What does that matter?
No.
Calling for his mom or not?
He was on his deathbed. He knew it. He was calling for his mommy. Like, and
do you say, wait a minute, the guidelines kick in? This was not 8 seconds. This was not a flash of anger. It became intentional and deliberate.
Yes. Became intentional and deliberate.
Yes.
Because, like I said,
that's a fact.
If that was me and I was Derek Chauvin, the first time he said, I can't breathe, I'd be like, oh shit, let me back up a little bit. Like, my bad. Sorry. Not trying to hurt. Because I would have felt bad. I would have felt
He
bad.
never felt bad.
Never. And still doesn't.
He didn't. He did it because the crowd, I still think the crowd was doing it.
Intentional and
I think he might have got up off of him. No, I don't think he was getting up off of him.
No, he wasn't getting up off him. And the more the crowd did, the more he fucking pushed down harder. Like,
yeah.
The more George Floyd said, I can't breathe, and the more the crowd was like, oh my God, he's
get the fuck off of him.
The harder he fucking out like this.
Yeah.
Standing like this with his hands on his hip and his fucking knee digging like this in the back. It was intentional and deliberate, just like Al Sharpton said. Like, that's just...
I would have just grabbed the soda or something and sprayed it all over him. Like, you fucking assholes.
Behavior.
Get off of him.
Well, you saw the one black guy was like, oh, you're not gonna talking to Tal, like, you fucking bitch, you're not gonna do anything. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And justice must be intentional and deliberate in this courthouse. So just like we came last year to be with this family, we told them we'd be here to the end, and we will be in and out until the end, and we wanted to end for justice. But make no mistake about it. Chauvin is in the courtroom, but America's on trial.
Yes, this is it.
America's on trial to see if we have gotten to the place where we can hold police accountable if they break the law.
Absolutely. That's exactly what this is about.
Absolutely, Al. Absolutely, Al. That's right. That's motherfucking right.
Not just Derek Chauvin, America is on trial to see if
the judicial system.
Yes.
They have to prosecute this man.
Yes.
They have to.
If they don't, nobody's gonna have faith in police or the judicial
I
system.
think all hell break loose if they don't.
All hell's gonna break loose, and nobody's gonna ever trust the cops ever again.
Now I think people just start doing fucked up shit. Come on, we keep it going.
The law is for everybody.
Yes.
If we have gotten to America's on trial to see if we have gotten to the place where we can hold police accountable if they break the law.
That's what you've been saying.
The law
Yes.
is for everybody. Policemen are not above the law.
Absolutely.
Policemen are subject to the law.
Yes.
And that's what's going on in this
I've
court.
been saying that since day one.
I've been saying this. How long have I been saying this for?
Since the beginning. Like, police are not above the law. They should be held accountable for the crimes they commit.
How long have I been saying that for?
I mean, since the beginning, shit. Like,
Forever.
yes, because we said it. I'm like, if that was me and I murdered George Floyd, I would already be in jail.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No trial either.
trial, nothing.
They give you.
No
You're gonna say.
bail.
You're gonna be like,
Absolutely
yo,
no
we'll
bail.
give you 1,000 years.
Yeah, absolutely no bail.
Yeah.
I'd have
No bail.
concurrent sentences. Second-degree murder for 40 years, third-degree murder for another 40
And they're
years.
like, all right, we'll take it down to a second-degree murder.
Yeah.
You only do 100 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
That's
gonna
what they'll
die
do.
in
They'll
there.
make you plea. They'll make you take a plea.
And
They wouldn't even give you a trial.
in a maximum security prison.
Yes. They wouldn't even give you a trial. You know what I'm saying? This is a joke that even got a trial.
Especially if somebody recorded it. Not
Yeah.
just one person, but
Video footage.
30 people recorded
30
it.
people recorded it, plus his own body cam, plus motherfucking,
The
like, come
cops'
on.
body cam,
Yeah.
the stores.
Too many
cameras.
people. There was too many people involved for him to get away with this. Come on, Al. You talk that shit. I've been talking that shit.
Yeah.
Room. And that's why we're here. The other thing that we are dealing with is that there is a law that has already passed the House of Representatives called the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. It is now headed into the Senate. We are asking the Senate to pass that law so that the federal law can be there to prevent George Floyd from happening again. We stand with this family in the shadows of this courthouse.
Oh, wait, hold
to
up.
say there's a jury in here and there's a jury in the U.S. Senate.
So what is that George Floyd Senate? I think they want to be able to that the federal government that can come in and I guess fucking overtake state or county police.
Yeah, it says it includes measures to increase accountability for law enforcement, misconduct, to enhance transparency and data collection, and to eliminate discriminatory policing practice.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the bill facilitates federal enforcement of constitutional violations, excessive use of force by state and local law enforcement.
That the federal government can pick it up and prosecute these fucking cocksuckers, these cockroaches, these bad police
It's
officers.
going to ban neck restraints. Basically, they're going to ban neck restraints.
Whatever. You know what? You know what I heard? Yeah, I heard somebody tell me that there's only 1% of the police in the world are bad. I'm like, oh god, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I heard that too. So it was all right. So it says
Chris and Chrissy's talking that stupid shit.
the House on Wednesday, this is the beginning of March, passed a police reform bill that would ban chokeholds and overhaul qualified immunity protections for officers. So they're going to do away with
their immunity.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That needs to go through.
The George Floyd Justice in Policing Act.
Good. So that they're not immune to it's not like they can just kill without any repercussions.
Yes.
Dude, this is like
Yeah, the bill would ban neck restraints and no-knock warrants in drug cases at the federal level. It would also reform qualified immunity, which is a doctrine that makes it difficult to sue officers.
Basically, cops are basically allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah, and it's
Right now, they are.
Some places have already taken such steps. Colorado last year ended qualified immunity as a defense for officers in state courts. The Biden administration threw its support behind the bill. The White House said trust between law enforcement and communities can't be rebuilt unless police officers are held accountable for abuses of power.
Yes, that's a fact.
Yes.
So forever, these cops have been able to do whatever they want to whoever
and
they
they
want
had immunity
and get away with it.
You could not sue them.
Can't sue them.
They could beat your ass, and you could not.
Can't sue the
them.
cop, but you can sue the city.
You could sue the city, yes, and they'll
But
pay
you can't
off,
sue the cop.
But you couldn't sue the cop.
Yeah.
Because
but now
they had immunity, and
they're gonna let these. They're gonna start having these cops being
it's going
prosecuted.
to the Senate. They need.
They have to
people,
pass it.
I think it said 10 people from the Senate.
They have to pass it.
They passed the House of Representatives.
You can be pro cops, like you could be. Wait, you're not allowed to beat motherfuckers' asses anymore, so you can't. So you don't want to be a cop anymore? You can't be a good cop. You got to be an asshole piece of shit,
right?
And hurt people.
So they need at least 10 Republicans to say yes to this bill for it to get passed.
Okay, well, that's a different story. Let's finish this Al shit. Come on, Al, keep preaching.
And the U.S. Senate need to make federal law.
This is the Fair Use Act.
In the name of George Floyd.
Yes.
That would deal with all of this, that would supersede these state laws that give escape routes to policemen. I was in the room in Houston, Texas, where then candidate Joe Biden met with this family and promised that if he became president, he would fight for justice.
Okay.
He has supported this bill. Mr. President, Madam Vice President, Majority Leader Schumer, they're going in this courtroom having faith in a system that has been broken for Eric Garner, whose mother's here. That's been broken for Purdue, whose family's here. That's been broken for others. We will stand up with dignity with this family. We need the Senate to stand up for dignity with the people in this country.
Let's go, Al.
Make no mistake about it. There were videos before, and you didn't give us justice. There was a video with Rodney King, and they went to straight court and let those police become acquitted. There's a video with Eric Garner, never got to court. You have the opportunity to make it right this time and make it right for the country. You will never be able to bring this family's brother back. You will never fill that hole, but you can, in his name, stop this from continuing to happen over and over again. And let me say to all of those that have marched down through the last several months.
Absolutely.
You know what, Al? I take it back, bro. I know it only cost him $1 million to get this nigger here, but the talking, he's like, yeah, I cost 100. Give me $1 million, and I'll fucking come talk.
I'll come talk. Yeah. I'll gladly talk on the news in front of the funeral on camera. Sure.
You think he ain't fucking getting paid?
Let me get a new suit.
Get me a perm.
Yeah.
You're like, give me a perm.
Give me a new scarf.
Give me a new fucking suit. And $1 million, and I'll be there.
He is right though. Rodney King.
Yeah.
Got off.
Yo, he's right.
It's
There's been video before, and cops have gotten off.
Yes.
Okay, it's ridiculous. Let's keep going.
Rashard Brooks.
Yeah.
Saw that too.
Keep getting off.
Many with us, many on their own. White, black, old, young, doesn't matter. The intergenerational, interracial communities that have marched is the reason we're in this courtroom.
Yep.
It was the reason that
people
there is
made them
even a
arrest
shot at justice. And we thank them for marching.
It wasn't enough for Breonna Taylor.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Sorry, just go ahead.
Hey, wait, I want to hear it. I want to hear that last part again.
The marching and protest wasn't enough for
Thank you,
Breonna Taylor.
Get to the shit. I want to hear that last part again.
At Casper, we're delivering.
Motherfucking Al up there preaching, Al. Facts.
He's absolutely
Al.
right. Like you need to make right for all the people that.
It ain't gonna make everything right,
It's
but
not,
you can't let this
but
one go. You can't let it go.
He's right. They're like, people did not protest because George Floyd was murdered. People protested because they have no faith in the judicial system.
Did he say that? Here, unmute that.
Yeah, he said. All the people.
Shit.
That's
Can you skip that?
Nah. Just gotta wait a second. Yeah, they marched. Yes, the people Minnesota made them arrest Derek Chauvin. Now,
the world made them.
The protesting wasn't enough to arrest the officers that killed Breonna Taylor. That's another.
No, it was more than protesting with George Floyd. It was like
yeah.
they didn't arrest him. Remember, it was peaceful for the first couple days.
Yeah.
And then it got ugly. It started burning shit and burning buildings. And then that's when they arrested him.
They did for Breonna Taylor too. But they're cops who got away with murdering that poor innocent woman.
Sick, man.
And they went to fight with dignity with this family. We need the Senate to stand up for dignity with the people in this country. Make no mistake about it. There were videos before, and you didn't give us justice. There was a video with Rodney King, and they went to fake court and let those police become acquitted. There's a video with Eric Garner, never got to court. You have the opportunity to make it right this time. Make it right for the country. You will never be able to bring this family's brother back. You will never fill that hole. But you can, in his name, stop this from continuing to happen over and over again. And let me say to all of those that have marched down through the last several months, many with us, many on their own, white, black, old, young, doesn't matter. The intergenerational, interracial communities that have marched is the reason we're in this courtroom.
See?
Yeah.
It was the reason that they
arrested him.
Intergenerational for the last several months. Many with us, many on their own. White, black, old, young, doesn't matter.
It's why
the intergenerational, interracial communities that have marched is the reason we're in this courtroom.
Yeah.
It was the reason that there is even a shot at justice. And we thank them for marching.
Yeah.
Preach, Al. Preach. That's my guy, Al. Al Sharpton, the Reverend Al Sharpton.
Couldn't have said it better ourselves. Like did.
That was perfect. I said some things like that, but he's absolutely right. And then, I said,
America's on trial to see if we are. It's 2020.
What do you want to say that you did, Derek? Did you kill him? Which you know you did, or did you let him die?
We should be at a place where police are held accountable for the crimes they commit,
and that is a crime.
And I agree. Like
the worst crime there is, murder.
Immunity. They need to get rid of. Go with
Let's go. So, thank you guys for watching. We've been on here for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, we didn't.
I just got all into it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So long.
Well, I'm sure we'll be on again talking about the trial in upcoming days because there's still a couple weeks left. So we just had to put our thoughts out there on.
Put the tags, like put Al Sharpton and shit on it. Let's make us the thumbnail.
Yeah. Well,
and then
just had to put our thoughts out on how we feel the trial's going and what we think's gonna happen.
I can't wait till tomorrow to watch this shit. Like I'm watching this shit, yo.
Yeah.
I'm not, I have not been like. I'm treating this like the Eagles. Like I'm into this.
You woke up at 9:30
I get up
this morning, like
every
time to turn the trial on.
Every day. Every day.
9:30.
This motherfucker's not getting away with this.
And whatever,
that's it.
And then whatever he misses on TV, he watches it on YouTube.
Up. I've caught everybody's testimony. I've seen everybody's testimony live. Everybody. So let's go.
So I'm sure we'll be back talking about this in the future. We'll do our Snowfall show another day.
Snowfall, but NFL, also Touch Football League. Peace to everybody.
Thanks for listening, guys. Subscribe to our channel. Give it a thumbs up. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Barbershop Talk Radio. Throw some money in the Cash App. Barbershop Talk Radio. Buy a t-shirt. BarbershopTalkRadioStore.com. What else is there? I think that's it. Oh, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. We're trying to build our audience up.
Yeah, please subscribe, man. Please subscribe and thumbs it up to keep us in the YouTube algorithm. Share it. Like if you know what I mean, just fuck with us.
Throw something in the comments.
Thumbs it up.
Whatever.
Thumbs it up.
Thank you. For our loyal listeners who are on every show, regardless of whether they're playing the game or we're talking about football. Thanks for our loyal fans, and we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you guys.
Peace out.
Good night.